Guess who's back?
Welcome, everyone, to the Nursing School Show.
Ask us anything.
So guess what? We are in a new time. New place. Not new place. Same place. Same place, new time.
Same place, new time.
We are going live in the mornings. Let's see how it goes. Go ahead and add in the comments whether this time is good for you guys, whether you guys want to do these things in the morning.
We're
and
trying
all of
to-
that. So we're trying a new format. So welcome to our new format.
Well, let's say not new format. This
New
is like
format.
our old format.
Oh,
Raise your
old
hand if
format.
you were around like 2 years ago when we did the Ask Me Anything show on Monday and Wednesday mornings. This was back in 2 years ago, I think, maybe even 3 years ago. And then we switched to doing nights, and now it's back. Ask Me Anything. Nursing School Edition.
Nursing School.
Woo!
So for those that do not know, we are Christina
Hello.
and Matthew, and we run the Nursing School Show.
Woohoo!
And we are here to answer your nursing school questions. And by we, I mean mostly Christina. Christina is the nurse. I am not the nurse.
Hello. He's here for the comedic value.
Yes, exactly. And to field comments and questions and all that good stuff. So definitely post in the comments any questions you have about nursing school, and Christina will answer them. And also ask us anything, I guess.
Oh, a comment we do get a lot
yes.
is, are we married? Yes, the answer is yes, we are married.
Hmm.
We belong together.
There you go. Hi,
Yes.
YouTube. So if you haven't also subscribe, hit the like, hit the bell so you know when we are going live.
All of the things.
This is the first time we're going live in the morning in quite a while. I don't know if we've done it in the past, but
it's been a while.
we are going to be going live Monday, Wednesdays in the mornings at this time.
Yes.
All right.
100%.
Okay.
So stoked. Okay, first thing I want to talk about is Med-surg, because I posted a poll on Instagram, my Instagram stories, and everyone was asking about Med-surg. So first thing I want to say about Med-surg is that don't freak out about it. Really, ultimately, that's what it comes down to. Don't freak out about Med-surg, please, because here's the thing. Your strength might be someone else's weakness. Always remember that, okay? Your strength might be someone else's weakness. So just because someone in your class or someone ahead of you, like an upperclassman, says that Med-surg is super hard, just let it roll off, okay? Don't even listen. Because your strength might be their weakness. And there is no benefit to you to be telling yourself that Med-surg is going to be hard, or that you can't pass, or all these things. There is no benefit to that. There's no upside to telling yourself that, right? So when you are going to Med-surg, if you are already in Med-surg, just remember that every test is going to be different. Every topic is going to be different. Even if you're in Med-surg right now and you're in because it's February, right? 4th or 5th or even 6th week of your term, every exam is going to be different because every topic is going to be different. So even if you didn't do well on a previous exam, it does not mean that you won't do well on the next one. Okay? It is so, so important for you to take it in stride, one day at a time, because everything's different. Like I said, someone else's weakness might be your strength. And even your weakness from before, say you really struggle with pharmacology or cardiac or a different topic, but then you go on to another topic, you might do really, really well with that one. That's just how it works because everything's different. So don't freak yourself out, okay? Don't get caught up in all the stress about it. Just remember that even though it went a certain way before, if you didn't do well before, 3 weeks ago, it does not mean that you won't do well now, moving forward, because every exam is different.
Okay, I don't know how to work Instagram. Sorry, guys.
I know, it's
okay.
tough.
All right, okay.
What did you need?
Oh, no, I just kind of to go through the comments. There are people asking questions, so thank you. On YouTube, too, if you guys have any questions. Oh, also, for anyone new, we are on Instagram Live and YouTube Live at the same time, so that's why we're fielding questions from both Instagram and YouTube at the same time. So if you have a question about nursing school, go ahead and pop it in the comments below, and we will try and get to as many as possible.
Yes.
So we will be doing that. Also, all our previous lives, because we have gone live quite a bit on other times as well, but all our other previous lives are on YouTube. Just go to our lives and they're all there.
Yes. So. Instagram, you funny. Your comments are fun. Okay, so next thing I want to say about Med-surg. There are 4 main things that you want to focus on for Med-surg. Okay, you ready for it? 4 things. These are the only 4 things that you need to focus on. Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. I know that your instructors in your nursing school and everyone else is going to tell you have to read everything in the textbook. Please don't listen to them. That is a very good way to risk your grade and possibly fail out. If you are trying to know everything about everything in nursing school, you will really, really struggle on your exams. Because here's why. When you are just learning things, reading the textbook just for the sake of learning and reading the textbook, that is not helping you critically think. And when was the last time your nursing school exam tested you on how well you memorize stuff? Never, right? Like, that never happens. They're not going to test you on how well you memorize stuff. They're going to test you on how well you critically think and apply the information that you are learning about, okay? So that means that when you get to your exam, someone before asked about case scenario questions on Instagram. We'll get to that. So case scenarios, you're going to get a ton of case scenario questions. You're going to get patient situations, and they're going to ask you a bunch of questions about it, right? They're going to give you a patient's history and whatever the patient situation is, and the lab values and the meds that patient's on. They're going to give you a case scenario question, and then they're going to ask you questions about it. Or you're going to get priority questions where you have to answer a question that says, what's your first action? What would your initial action be as the nurse? These are all critical thinking questions. SATA questions even. Those select all that apply. Those are all critical thinking questions. So if you are just in Med-surg reading everything in the textbook just for the sake of reading the textbook, not helpful for you. Please do not do that. Get out of that mindset that you have to know everything about everything, because you don't. What you need to do is focus on the things that actually matter. You have to focus your study time on the things that you are actually going to be tested on, okay? The things that actually matter. And critical thinking is everything. Everything. We can talk about critical thinking again in a bit.
Yeah, so Med-surg for NCLEX tips, and then any Med-surg tips. So basically everything that Christine is talking about right now, the 4 main things to study about for Med-surg and just mindset around Med-surg, all of this applies to Med-surg.
Yes. So we have a lot of Med-surg questions coming in there. All of this is Med-surg related. So when you are studying Med-surg, those are the 4 key things that you have to focus on. Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Okay, those are the 4 things. Like I said, do not read every single thing in the textbook. You need to focus on those 4 main categories: patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. And here's the thing, you guys. When you are studying those 4 things, you have to connect all of them back to the pathophysiology. So the pathophysiology is the foundation for what you are learning about, all right? So pathophysiology is what is happening in the body with this patient, right? What's going on? What is abnormal? What is happening here? And then from the patho, that's where you see the signs and symptoms. That's why we need to assess the things. We need to do our nursing assessment based on their pathophysiology, right? What we think is going on. The nursing interventions. We're not just doing nursing interventions just to do nursing interventions. We're doing nursing interventions to help solve that underlying problem, the pathophysiology. So here's really how you critically think in not only fundamentals, but Med-surg, OB, pediatrics, and beyond.
Yeah, so if someone's asking how to study OBG, same thing.
There you go.
It all applies.
Same thing. Any disorder that you are studying, you have to focus on those 4 key things, because everything goes back to the patho. Connect the signs and symptoms to the patho. Connect the assessment to the patho. Connect the nursing interventions to the patho. This is critical thinking. Like I said, memorizing stuff in nursing school is not going to help you. You have to be able to critically think. Oh, now that I'm talking about critical thinking, I actually have 9 key critical thinking questions that you need to be asking yourself as you study. I have a free cheat sheet for it. So Matthew, you could put that link in the YouTube chat. It's just nursingschoolofsuccess.com/critical thinking. And on Instagram, the link is in my bio. It says critical thinking cheat sheet. nursingschoolofsuccess.com YouTube.com/critical thinking. Yes, that's right.
Okay.
So YouTube, you have the link in the chat. Instagram, it's in my bio. Okay, just go to my bio. Critical thinking cheat sheet. It's there for you. You absolutely must get it and absolutely must use it as you study, because it'll walk you through 9 key critical thinking questions to ask yourself as you're studying to really get those wheels turning and help you connect the dots and apply what you're learning about and critically think about it. Like, that is everything in nursing school. Right?
Okay. How to study Med-surg. I failed my exam in a mess. This is what we're talking about right now. How to study Med-surg. So stick around and back up or go back on YouTube Live. We're talking about Med-surg right now.
Yes.
And what to study so you do not fail. Kathleen, congratulations on getting a 95%.
Yay!
And this is
Hi, Nicole.
It's our first YouTube Live during the daytime, and I'm glad that it works better for you. We're going to be moving to daytimes.
Yay.
So this time on Mondays and Wednesdays. So join us. Have fun with us.
Yes. This is going to be so great. So we used to actually do our live show in the morning, and then we moved to the night once a week, and we're just bringing it back to the morning because that just works better for us. So exciting. We're glad that you guys are here. So we have been talking about Med-surg, and I will just say it again. The 4 things that you need to really, you guys, like, these are the 4 things you have to know. I know everyone is going to tell you that you have to know everything about everything in Med-surg. Not the case. 4 things you have to focus on: pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. That's it. Focus on those 4 main topics and you will do so much better on your exam. And it's so important because your nursing exam in Med-surg, in fundamentals, in OB, in pediatrics, and everything is going to test you on critical thinking. And those 4 main categories is how you critically think. So don't miss that, okay? If you're a nursing SOS member, you know this. Inside our community, we break down all the disorders for you into those 4 categories, and this is why. So in the membership community, we don't just give you a list of signs and symptoms to memorize. That is absolutely not what we do, because that is not helpful for you. What we do is walk you through the critical thinking behind it. Why do these signs and symptoms happen? Why do we do these nursing assessments? Why do we do these nursing interventions? We link it all back for you to the pathophysiology. We give you those key critical thinking points that you have to know for Med-surg, for fundamentals, for OB, for pediatrics, for mental health, for all of it, critical care, all of it. We give you all of that inside the community. So if you are a nursing SOS member and you're struggling with a topic, do not forget that you have access to all of those step-by-step nursing lecture videos. We give you all the critical thinking behind everything. You do not have to figure it out yourself. That's what we're here to walk you through.
Yeah, it is far more important to work on your critical thinking on how all the topics link together. And like what Christina said, those 4 main things that you need to study with Med-surg, it actually really goes back. You really need to start with the pathophysiology and getting your pathophysiology down pat and really understanding what is going on, what's not right about what's going on in the body, so that you can critically think, okay, if this is going on, then what would be the signs and symptoms because of that? What would be the nursing assessments that I need to do? And what are the interventions that need to occur? So it all goes back to pathophysiology, but after pathophysiology, those other 3 main parts of that is really all you need to do for Med-surg and really focus on the critical thinking. So someone's talking about ABGs, Kathleen, you're talking about critical care ICU nursing. Yes.
All of this.
All of this applies to basically that fundamental core 4 things.
Yes. So inside our nursing SOS membership community, Kathleen, we have that critical care course there for you. So don't forget about it. Whole course on critical care. And also, the thing with like critical care, you guys, is that you're also studying disorders like sepsis and DKA. All of that is in the Med-surg section in the community. So you have access to all of those videos on Med-surg, on critical care, on fluids and electrolytes. We have an entire course on fluid and electrolytes. Titration and dose calc, big thing for ICU and critical care. That's in the dose calc course. So everything is there for you. We've gotten several questions about dose calc. And do you want to mention we have a dose calc cheat sheet for you. If you go to nursingschoolofsuccess.com/dose calc, the link is just in my bio on Instagram. So if you want a dose calc cheat sheet, we have it there for you. So good. It literally walks you through step by step how to get every single dose count question right. Yeah, we were just DMing on Instagram. I know, don't have access yet. Waiting patiently for the VIP list. So
I'm glad you guys are on the VIP list. If not, get on the VIP list because membership is ramping up to open again.
Next week, not this Sunday.
Hold on, I can actually get a date.
The next Sunday. So get on the VIP waitlist because enrollment's going to open, yes, the 19th.
On the 19th.
February 19th. So we are opening it a little bit earlier because we have had so many students DMing us, emailing us, messaging us, all of the things, wanting to get in, and we want to help you. So we are opening it a little bit early in order to get you in and start really helping you hit the ground running we're kind of in the middle of the term now. And this is the really tough part about nursing school. Nicole, our lead nurse, and I were just talking about this on a coaching call inside the community a couple days ago. This is a tough part of the term because you've kind of run out of steam by now from coming off like when you first start a new term in January. It's really exciting and you don't know kind of what's happening. But then you kind of run out of energy a little bit. As you kind of get in the middle of the term, it can be a really difficult place to be, right? Where you're kind of like sludging along and trying to stay positive and trying to like put one foot in front of the other and go day by day. So this, I understand, is a very, very tough season in nursing school. So we are here to help you out with that. And I want you to remember, you are 100% capable of passing nursing school. Do not doubt yourself. You are 100% capable. You have what it takes to pass nursing school. Matthew and I, we are here to make that happen for you.
Mostly her, but you know, I'm here too for moral support.
He's here for moral support.
I'll give you a good job and a virtual pat on the back.
I am here to hold your hand through nursing school. So we are going to make it happen. We are going to make sure that you pass. So make sure you get on that VIP waitlist so that you can join the community when it opens again.
And again, it opens on the 19th, so get on the VIP waitlist. So
it's only a couple weeks away.
To know, and we are doing a lot this year.
Yes.
So definitely get in on that. Let me see. So are you?
I'm going through questions on Instagram. Okay. Oh yeah, that was it. ABGs.
Yes, ABGs.
Someone asked a question about ABGs.
Okay.
I am actually, so we have a fabulous, and when I say fabulous, like I mean fabulous way of explaining ABGs, like step by step. It is so great. So Nursing SOS members, we have an entire course on it inside the community, but also on YouTube, we have some videos on it as well. So this question came in from Instagram, SA1MA, Sab1, I don't know. Okay, so sorry. Usernames. You know who you are. DM me, please, on Instagram, and I will send you those links to the YouTube videos. Or you could just go to YouTube, search Nursing SOS ABG, you know, and it's so great. There's actually, maybe 2 or 3 videos.
Yeah, if for Instagram people mostly, if you haven't checked out our YouTube, just go to our, go there and poke around. There's a lot of videos about a lot of topics that you are interested in, ABGs, our Med-surg topics that you're talking about. Actually, someone was asking a little bit ago about nursing care plans. Our most recent YouTube video is about nursing care plans. Ta-da! So definitely go there and check that out.
Yes.
YouTube.com/nursingsos will go to our channel. And then, it's our most recent video is on nursing care plans. And actually, go ahead. This is a call out to everyone else. Subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube as well. Ding. Because in the coming weeks, I think there are going to be more videos about care plans.
Yes, we have. So. I'm actually I'm doing a series right now on YouTube where I'm walking you through sample care plans, like example care plans. We're gonna do sepsis, we're gonna do COPD, we're gonna do diabetes. So we are going, I am walking you through care plans and how to write them for specific disorders. So you are gonna absolutely love it. So great. Someone's asking about pharmacology study tips on Instagram. So a couple things I want to say about pharmacology. I did a video on pharmacology, a live video a couple days ago on Instagram. And the couple of things that are very, very important for you to know for pharmacology is that you absolutely do not want to study pharmacology medications individually. That is not the way to do it, okay? When you are studying pharmacology, this is a huge mistake nursing students make. So many nursing students want to just memorize individual meds. They want to memorize like all the side effects of those meds and the nursing assessments for them, and that is not helpful for you. This, you guys, goes back to the critical thinking that we were just talking about. You have to make that leap from memorizing information to critically thinking. So this is exactly what we teach you to do inside the community, right? In our Nursing SS membership community, you have the entire pharmacology course in there with over 120 medications, and we walk you through the critical thinking for all of it. You do not want to memorize them individually. That is not how you're going to pass pharmacology, okay? You want to learn them as a group. So when you are studying pharmacology, big mistake that nursing students make, do not learn them individually. Break them up by pharmacologic or therapeutic class, okay? Here's why. Because when you are grouping them by class, every medication in one pharmacologic or therapeutic class, they will act the same way or similar in the body. So you don't need to remember them or memorize them individually. That is not helpful for you. You need to memorize them or learn them, not even just memorize them, but critically think through them as a group. Mm-hmm. So once you understand that mechanism of action for a group of medications, okay, so like beta blockers, ACE inhibitors, any group of medications, diuretics, hypertension medications, hypertensive medications, antidiabetics, all of those groups of medications. Learn the mechanism of action for that group, and then you will automatically know and be able to critically think through the mechanism of action for the individual medications, the side effects for it, the nursing assessments for it, the nursing considerations for it. We walk you through all of that inside the pharmacology course in the Nursing SS membership community and through all the med videos that we have. But that is the way to do it. You cannot, you guys, it's going to waste you so much time if you are learning your medications individually. Not helpful for you. You have to memorize them as a group if you want to have a life in nursing school. You do not want to be studying 24/7. That is not helpful, right?
PJ on YouTube, is your program suitable for third year nursing students?
100%. Yeah, I mean, the more of the thick of nursing school you get into, I would say that like the best time to join was before you started nursing school so that we could walk you through all of it. Because like fundamentals, we have our whole fluid and electrolytes course, we have the whole dose count course. Like you do not need to struggle in nursing school. So from the get-go, like the best time to join is like a couple months before you start nursing school so we can teach you how to hit the ground running and prepare and set yourself up for success before you start. But the second best time to join is now. Definitely when you are in the thick of nursing school, we can help you catch up. We can help you raise your grades. If you are struggling right now, if you are just like, I don't know if I'm going to pass my next exam, I don't know how to do this, I don't know, if you're overwhelmed and confused and anxious, we can help you with that. We're here.
And the thing about our community is it's really that. It's a community. We call it a membership community because, yes, we have all the content to help you learn the content faster and better and more efficiently. But in addition to that, we are also a community. There's a lot of people that are in your same exact position that have the same exact questions you have. We have a private community forum where you guys can talk about it and commiserate about it and just uplift one another. So it's really a community to help. We also have availability for you guys to actually ask questions from our nurses and get individualized answers as well. So it is really more than just the things you need to know in nursing school. It's really how to excel and how to keep your sanity in nursing school as well, and really enjoy this time too.
So here's the problem with a lot of stuff out there in the world. Like there's a lot of nursing school videos that you can watch, right, to help you understand the content better. There's a lot of YouTube channels, there's a lot of other courses that you can buy, there's a lot of other things that you can join and other resources that you can join to help you understand the content. The problem with that is that it's all basically do it yourself. Like you still have to figure it out by yourself and figure it out alone, okay? That is not what we do. We do not do that around here inside our community. We literally hold your hand through all of it. We walk you through it. So yes, you're going to get the videos, but also you're going to get tutoring. You're going to get access to our tutor form so that you can ask questions to our team of nurses. But we are not just here to let you figure it out yourself. That is not helpful for you. What is most helpful for you is when we can walk you through it, sure, in a video if you want, or you could just submit a tutor form and say, hey, I have this question. I don't understand, XYZ about ABGs or about dose calc or about Med-surg. Can you explain this to me? 100% we can. That is exactly what our nursing team and what we are here to do. We are not just here to give you a video and let you just figure it out yourself. That is absolutely not what we do. We are here to hold your hand the entire step of the way. Nicole, the tutor form, when you are in the community, it's under bonuses, right? It's in the bonus section, and then click on tutor form. So in your course dashboard, you'll see it says bonuses, and then that tutor form is right there. And Nicole, Kathleen, we have a lot of members on. Tiffany, all you guys, we have so many members on here. I want you to know, if you haven't heard yet, I know you've probably heard, but we have so many new announcements coming for you over the next several weeks to several months. It is going to totally blow your mind, completely change the game for you in nursing school. You are just going to be floored. We are so excited to start releasing the new updates we have to our community. Stay tuned. Keep an eye on your emails. This is going to be awesome.
Yeah, definitely stay tuned for all of that. And Nicole, also, like Christina said, it's in bonuses from the dashboard. Also in our membership forum, if you're on the forum side of things, there's like a links section, and there's like on the left hand sidebar if you're on a computer, and there's just a link to the tutor form straight from there as well.
Yes. So. Someone was asking how much it is. It is $49 a month or $4.90 per year for the community. So, like I said, this is not do it yourself. Like, this is not a DIY thing. It's not like other programs that you join where you just get a bunch of videos and you still have to figure it out yourself. That is not what we do. What we do is we are going to, sure, you get videos if you want that, which give you the step-by-step breakdown of things, which give you the key critical thinking points that you have to know, but also we are here to hold your hand through it all, so you do not have to figure it out yourself. If you get stuck on anything, message us, submit that tutor form, jump on a tutoring call, jump on a coaching call. If you need help with anything, we are here. You guys, you know how much Christina loves live videos.
Yes, we have content on everything that you need to know to get through nursing school. That means fundamentals of nursing as well, for those that asked.
Yes.
Yes.
We have a whole fundamentals course, my friend. And okay, this is incredible. So we have had so much feedback from students that our fluids and electrolytes course inside our community is hands down the best, like ever. So good. If you are struggling with fluid and electrolytes, if you are struggling with pharm, if you're struggling with dose calc, ABGs, Med-surg, whatever, hands down, our community is the place for you to be. You've got to get inside. So enrollment will open on February 19th.
February 19th.
February 19th, so it was like a week and a half. So great. We're here to hold your hand through nursing school.
And again, we're doing these lives as well for all you guys, Mondays and Wednesdays, so new time in the mornings. So join us, subscribe, hit the bell on YouTube, or follow on Instagram so you know exactly when we're going live. Follow us on Instagram because Christina likes Instagram.
I like Instagram. I do.
So we will be doing that as well.
Okay, I'm scrolling up Instagram because I missed.
If you guys have any questions or if we missed your questions, go ahead and pop them in the comments. Someone has been asking on Instagram, do we know of any online courses for LPN to RN? And I mean, there's a ton. There's a ton. We don't know where you're at.
Like an actual school that you join. Yeah.
There's a lot out there. So
Google it.
And it changes. So I'd say the best resource for that is the Googles.
WGU is the first one that comes to mind for me, and that's probably the one that I would look into first. WGU, because of how it's structured, is very appealing to me because you can go at your own pace.
Mohammed, any tips? First practical training adult 1. What thing must I know? What do you need to know before?
First practical training adult 1. I think that is equivalent to is that practical nursing? Is that what you're talking about? Like LPN? or adult one like health promotion oftentimes. So really the things, okay, here's what I'm going to say, Mohammed. When you are in fundamentals, when you are just getting started in nursing school, which it sounds like that's what you're asking for, when you are just getting started, the one thing that you want to focus on is everything that your instructor talks about in class. Do not read the entire textbook, okay? Focus on the things that your instructors talk about in class. Those are going to be the key things that are going to show up on your exams, because your instructors, they either wrote your exams or they know what is on your exams. So when you get that PowerPoint, when you sit in class, when you get your study modules or your study aids or study guides or whatever they give you, that is what you want to focus on learning about, okay? Those things that they give you and tell you that you need to know, make sure you know those things, all right? That is your focus.
And you mentioned the things that you need to know before. So if you're not even in class yet, if you haven't even started classes yet, again, don't know where you're at, I'm sure you have a syllabus or those kind of documents or things that they have you
class calendar,
class calendars, things. Just review all that so you get a basic idea of what the class is about and what you will be going through.
Yeah.
But you don't want to waste your time reading the whole book. Especially when you're probably not going to go through the whole book and there's only specific parts of it that your professor or teacher wants you to know about. So wait until class gets going, and then, like Christina said, focus on what the teacher talks about in class. So definitely focus on that, and then use the book almost as a supplement as well to go back and review what your teacher talks about in class from the book.
Yes. Someone asked about NCLEX. So we have actually, Matthew and I did a live on YouTube, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago now?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. On the NCLEX. So I really, really recommend that you go to our YouTube channel, type in Nursing SOS NCLEX or NGN, and you're going to find it up there because, I mean, it's just so, so good. We walk you through all the changes that's happening, all of the stuff. Valvular diseases in the membership community, yes. Message Nicole, okay? Submit a tutor form about it because we have videos on those things and we can help you. We can help you find them. Passed my first maternity test. Yay! Awesome. So that is really the beautiful thing, you guys, about our community is that you don't just get access to videos. You get access to our nursing team. So we are here literally to hold your hand. Like, it's not helpful for you if we just give you videos and study guides for you to still figure it out yourself. Like, that's basically just going to lecture class and still having to figure it out yourself. Not helpful for you. So we are here to walk you through it. When you have questions, if you get stuck, that is what we do. So here we go. All right. Maternity. We had some questions about OB. No, I don't recommend any specific book for OB because I don't recommend any specific book about nursing school content at all. I recommend you join our community because we walk you through everything you need to know for OB. But you'd use the textbooks that your school gives you too, or not that your school gives you, but your school requires you to have, right? You probably have an OB book or a textbook or something that is OB. So you really, when you're in nursing school, you guys, you don't want to start trying to buy other textbooks that your school doesn't use. That's not helpful for you. That's just gonna spend money that you don't need to be spending. Right?
Yeah, so here's another thing too that I think we see kind of frequently is when you don't know what you don't know about nursing school or nursing or the topic that you want, the gut reaction is, okay, let me get all the things to learn all of it. So I'm going to buy all these top 10 books from Amazon that it recommended to me, and hopefully one of them will have some information.
Yes.
But you'll get information overload that way. You're definitely not going to go through everything from every book. There's no one singular book that is the best and the answer to everything.
No.
But what you do want to do is you do want to be focused and intentional about the materials you have. So definitely the books that they're telling you to get for your class, obviously they know that there's information in there that you want to know.
Yes.
Beyond that, you want to be really careful about getting too many resources. And that's why our membership community is actually really helpful, is because it is really catered to you and you have that kind of one-on-one guidance as well. So we do have a lot of information there. It could be even overwhelming when you first join and see everything in there. But even like we said, don't go through everything. Wait until you find out what the teacher is talking about in class and only focus on that. So don't go into that trap of saying, I need more books, I need more information, I need more things to help me out.
Yep.
Usually you just need more focused time and more practice with that critical thinking part of it.
Yes, you need the right resources. You need the right resource. You don't need 10 textbooks to be switching through as you're studying. Not helpful for you, right? Like, you do not want to waste time in that way. You need the right resources to help you be successful. And like Matthew said, it's exactly right. Critical thinking. You have to make that leap, you guys. You have to make that leap to critical thinking. Nursing school is not about memorizing stuff. Nursing school exams do not test you on how well you know a list of signs and symptoms. They do not do that. What they're going to do, like I said, they're going to give you a case study. They're going to give you a patient situation. They're going to give you a SATA question or a priority question. And they're going to ask you what you are going to do as the nurse to keep this patient safe and help them get better, right? Based on the patient history, based on the case scenario, based on whatever that patient situation is. That is critical thinking. Memorizing a list of side effects for medications, memorizing a list of signs and symptoms for a med-surg disorder, not helpful. You have to make that leap to critical thinking, okay? And that's exactly what we walk you through inside the Nursing SS membership communities. I know we have a lot of members on, so just don't forget we have all those videos for you. We give you those key critical thinking points. We connect it all back to the pathophysiology for you. That is what we do. Someone's asking about ECGs. Someone asked earlier about the Glasgow Coma Scale. We have all those videos inside the community for you. ECG stuff, and the Glasgow Coma Scale is in the fundamentals course.
Okay.
Yep. I actually think we have a Glasgow Coma Scale video on YouTube as well. Do we?
I believe
that sound familiar?
We do.
So go to YouTube, type in Nursing SOS.
Let us know if we do.
Glasgow Coma Scale. In the comments though, I noticed it was spelled wrong. Make sure you have a W at the end of Glasgow. Just so it does pop up on YouTube. Yep. Is this the same for med school? No, the nursing model is very different than the medical model. We follow the nursing model. We follow the nursing process. The nursing model is very different than the medical model. If you were deciding between being a MD or being a nurse, I would certainly look at that first. Which model do you want to follow?
And as far as nursing, it helps for RN, it helps for LPN. I think someone mentioned if it helps for paramedics even. And for paramedics, there might be some usage in there. There's definitely some overlap. Whether you use everything in the membership, probably not.
We're not like, we don't have videos on first response or like, attending to a car accident or anything. We have videos inside like what happens when you get that patient at the hospital. Like that's where we start, right, as nurses typically. So if you're in an EMT program and a paramedic program, there's some overlap, and I think we've had some EMTs in the community before.
I know that we have some, but
especially if they're going to nursing school. So that's really the big thing is like when you are going to nursing school, when you're starting your core nursing classes, that's when you want to join the community. Yep, because we have all of that for you. Everything from what to do before you start nursing school. Like we have videos on that, what to do before you start nursing school, all the way through your program. And we walk you through all of it. And you guys, I got to tell you, because we have so many members on, remember, like, when I say, like, so much is changing over the next couple months, like, so much is changing. It is going to be absolutely amazing. There's going to be even more resources, even more study guides, even more videos, even more hand-holding, like even more hand-holding through nursing school. That is what we are here to do. So, inside the community, stay tuned. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. Pregnancy-induced hypertension. I don't think we have a video on that inside YouTube. We do in the community. We do have resources on that inside the community. Yeah, we both have
resources about OB things and hypertension.
We have our whole... we might actually have a hypertension core video on... I think we do. We have a hypertension course on YouTube, or a hypertension video on YouTube. So that is there for you. Pregnancy.
Sounds like there's quite a few people that are in OB right now.
That's what it is.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I know. A lot of our members are too.
February. It's time for OB, apparently.
Yeah, well, it depends on where you are in your program. You guys,
Mhm.
does your program do OB and peds at the beginning, or is it at the end? Because so many programs, everyone's different. So yes, we talked a lot about Med-surg today.
Yeah, we did.
And
At the beginning, we did talk a lot about Med-surg. If you missed that, definitely go back and look at that. Also, we talked quite a bit about Pharm.
Yes.
So,
and I also want you to know is that everything that I said about Med-surg is applicable to OB and pediatrics and mental health and critical care and all of it, fundamentals, everything. So when you are studying any disorder, so like we just talked about pregnancy-induced hypertension or even gestational diabetes or eclampsia. There you go, preeclampsia, any of that. Pregnancy-induced hypertension. Anytime you're studying a disorder, the 4 things that you want to focus on are pathophysiology. So what is actually happening that's abnormal in the body? Pathophysiology, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Okay, patho, signs and symptoms, nursing assessment, and nursing interventions. Walk through those 4 main categories for everything that you are learning about, every disorder you're learning about, every disease you're learning about. Connect it all back to the patho. Because like we said, you guys, that is the critical thinking. Okay, and I know we mentioned it, actually, maybe like halfway through, so it's been like a half hour now. But I have a free critical thinking cheat sheet for you, so be sure to download that. Instagram, the link is in my bio. It's nursingschoolofsuccess.com/critical thinking. So just click the link in my bio. There's a critical thinking cheat sheet there for you. I literally give you the step-by-step breakdown for how to critically think and the key critical thinking questions that you need to be asking yourself when you study. So great. So when you are studying, you have to make that leap, like I said, to critical thinking. That is everything in nursing school. You cannot just try to coast and think that you can just memorize a bunch of stuff. That is not going to help you pass. You have to make that jump and start critically thinking. That's how it works. So make sure that you download that critical thinking cheat sheet because I will walk you through how to do that in there.
Kathleen, our OB was kind of midway after beginning Med-surg and after psych, but before peds.
Yeah, it's funny where they put it. It's really interesting. Yeah, it's kind of funny where they put it.
Yeah, it does vary from school to school or from program to program. So yeah.
Yep. Yes. I'm starting back next week, so it'll be great to join.
Intake. Yep. So again, membership opens on the 19th. If you haven't joined the VIP list, you'll be the very first to know when it opens.
Yes. 100%.
Yes.
Is there an easy way to calculate drug infusions? We have a ton of dose calc videos on our YouTube channel. We have it on infusions. So go to YouTube, type in nursing SOS dose calc, and you will find them. It's fabulous.
We do have quite a bit of videos on YouTube for dose calc, and again, if you need any more help beyond that, there's the membership is the place to be.
And we have a ton of practice problems and stuff in the membership. We have a ton of, just all the step-by-step videos on everything that you need to know for dose calc is in there. So great. So you guys, I think on Monday.
All right, today's Wednesday, so our next live. So again, we've moved to the morning time slot. So thank you for joining us. We will be doing this Monday and Wednesdays, 7 Pacific,
7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And all the time zones.
Yeah.
Between all of that, all over the world. So 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 Eastern. We will be here every Monday and Wednesday morning.
And actually, we did not ask this question. We usually ask this question at the very beginning, is where everyone's coming from and joining from. So we'll pick that up again on Monday. But if you want to quickly pop down below, where are you guys joining from? And is this time period, does this work for you better?
Kathleen, ask... in the community, submit a tutor form. We have videos on that. Okay, so submit a tutor form and ask us, and we'll send you those. All right, for the ECG.
And a funny FYI, just a fun fact out there. I think Christina has a really, really, really old blog post about heart ECGs.
Oh, maybe on our website
are
somewhere.
Still somewhere out there. We never talk about it, so it's kind of hidden.
Maybe.
Nice little Easter egg.
I wouldn't
go searching for it though. Just do the tutor form and ask Nicole about ECG rhythms. But yeah.
Oh, our teacher didn't teach us the right way. I hope your videos help. Yeah, we get that a lot. And yes, our videos will help. It's so funny, especially with yeah, so many things. Our students come to us and they tell us like, hey, our nursing instructor used your videos in class. Like literally you sat and watched our videos in class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pop down below, especially like comment or message us or Instagram us.
Yeah, tell me when that happens.
Take a picture of it.
Take a picture in your class and
tag
send it
Christina
to me.
at Nursing SOS on Instagram.
It happens
That's
all the time.
so fun.
Yeah, someone actually, one of our members just said that her instructor handed out our cheat sheets as the lecture materials. It's so funny. Yes, we're happy to help. So there you go.
PJ, it is early for you. Well, thank you for joining us all the way from New Zealand. I think you're one of the farthest. So
yeah, it's probably
awesome.
4:44 in the morning. Yeah, awesome. Good for you. I get up at 4:30 too. Yay! All right, you guys, we will see you back on Monday.
All right.
At 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. Take care, you guys.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Oh, I should press the.
Bye,
Where's
YouTube.
my cursor? All right. Bye, YouTube.
Bye, YouTube.
We'll see you on Monday.
See ya.